welcome to another edition of Market Marauders. Beating the market, one trade at a time. If you're new to Market Marauders, it's an investment channel. Basically helps you to find the best deals in the market, especially with what's going on in today's current market. It's a good thing to have. Um, First things first, down below, I have some book suggestions that I think every investor should read, whether you're new to investing or old, veteran investor. Reading is paramount, especially in this industry. We read all the time, so I think reading in that context is very good. And those are just some suggestions. They are affiliate links, so just bear in mind when you click on them, a small percentage will go to the channel. Also, down below, I have a Patreon page now. So the goal of that page just to make sure to have a community of people together. It will be me running that page, and also you can get in contact with me through that page. We'll have a group chat option for that, so just look forward to that. I'll be rolling that out pretty soon. It'll be down in the link description below. And I will have more picks and just more availability on the Patreon post to YouTube. So first things first, jumping into the first pick of the week for my pity picks. I try to upload these videos every weekend, so just stay in tune. Hit that notification icon down below so you can get updates on when I update these videos when I upload them. But first one is TLS, ticker sign TLSA. That's for Tizian Life Sciences. Their moving average 50 is $2.22. Moving average 200 is $2.86, and they ended the week at $3.40. So this is based on the price on Thursday. If you guys know, Friday was Good Friday, so the market wasn't open. So these are all reflected from when the market closed on last Thursday. So on Monday, the price is going to be different. So just bear that in mind when you all go and look at these different picks. That the price will change. It's just based off of a stagnant price after market close. So on this page, I also like to go over some background information on the actual picks themselves, because I believe just reading, charts is not actual investing. I think a lot of background information has to be known in order to make sure it's a good pick. And, as a retail trader, you're basically trading your own money. So, when trading your own money, you always want to make sure that you have a good, sound investment, and that you're not just, basically gambling your money away because it is your money. So I try to give a little bit of background information as to how the company is relevant and why I chose them as a pick. So with that being said, diving into their background information. This is one of the press releases from the company. It came out April 9th, so it's pretty recent knowledge. But just also, if you're new to just doing background information or you don't know where to look, just Google press releases for these companies. I know penny stocks can be a little sketchy when it comes to trying to find information, and people are like, well, how did they know? Did they just read a chart? There's a lot of background information that goes into these picks, but just Google the company's name and press releases, and the company's website will have press releases on there. If you can see, I'm in the press release section of the company's website, and it's all public information. So you don't need to make a password, you don't need to sign up for a subscription or anything. Just go online and you can find this information. So it basically says that the company is investigating treatment for patients infected with the pandemic, the Roni, and it's utilizing direct delivery of its interleukin 6 receptor antibodies. So basically, they're trying to find a way to combat this whole Roni situation, and they want to use the tools that they have to combat that. So you know, if you guys have followed in the market, a lot of companies break out when it comes to their solutions to solving this pandemic. So that's why I picked them as one of my picks. And I think, next week, I could see them definitely going up, especially since this news came out on the 9th and the market was closed on Friday. So you have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to basically, digest this information. I think, once more people are reading it and it comes out, that more people are aware of what's going on, that the stock can potentially have a breakout. So that's why um, I picked them as one of my stocks for the week. Now this shouldn't be your final destination as far as doing due diligence. You should always do more due diligence. Reading, the more you read, the better picks you can make. Especially as a retail trader, you're basically competing with other investors out there. To me, I look at it as a competition. I think you want to make the best picks and make the most amount of money, because at the end of the day, that's the whole goal of trading, is to make the most amount of money, putting in the least amount of money. So, you know, with that being said, that's why I picked them as one of my picks, because I think this news can definitely fuel a breakout in the near future with this company. Going into my second pick, we got ticker sign MNK. Moving average 50 is $3.38. Moving average 200 is $4.02, and they ended the week at $3.66. So kind of right in between their moving average 50 and moving average 200. And you know, I think the company is probably going to be in a good path moving forward. Now the company's name is Melon Melik Rot, and I cannot pronounce that name at all. It is a tongue twister. I don't know what's going on with me trying to pronounce that, but that's the company. Went to their website, looked at some background information, and this is what came up. As again, free information on the company's website in their investor section. All companies that are publicly traded have to disclose this information. Because they're publicly traded. So they have press releases that they release about updates and what's going on, because they want investors to invest into the company. That's how they raise capital. So the more capital we have, the better in general. So it says the company and Novartis received clearance from the Health Canada to start pilot trial of high dose inhaled nitric oxide therapy for Roni infected people. So basically, they have a solution which is using gaseous nitric oxide to help with combat the Roni situation. So, that being said, a medical update of how a company is going to be helping people's lives and combat the Roni situation, I think are always, key signs when looking at a company. Now, this press release did come out April 1st of 2020. So, it's kind of a little, it's not as fresh information as the previous company, but I still think it can have an impact when it comes to the stock actually going up in the future. Now, going to my number three pick for the week is going to be ticker sign WTER, and that is for Alkaline Water Company. Their moving average 50 is 85 cents, moving average 200 is $1.38, and they ended the week at 68 cents. So, a very true penny stock, very low. As far as penny stocks goes, if you guys are going to invest in penny stocks, are usually stocks that are $5 and below. So you know, if they're above $5, I really don't consider them as penny stocks. They're kind of breaking out to become just normal stocks. But going into this company and why I picked them, they're basically going through like a rebranding process. Water, if you don't know, the company, the Alkaline Water Company, basically makes alkaline water. Um, and alkaline water is amazing. It's just really good water. It hydrates you more than others do. And you can look into all the health benefits of alkaline water. It's not a health channel; it's an investment channel. But I think with that being said, even though this came out the 10th of March, I think the company has a lot of potential, and it's very cheap at this price. I think people kind of panic sold, but you got to think, when pandemics go on, what do people think? What do people get? They usually get toilet paper, water, things, stuff like that. So a company that makes water and that's publicly traded, is to me going to be very profitable in the long run. And that's all they make. They just specialize in just water. So people when they get water, they'll probably go with like Aquafina, Dasani, but those are all like big major companies like Coca Cola or like Pepsi. So, trying to go and get into those companies to get those sort of, um, I guess, gains is a really large barrier of entry for a lot of people. When like, hey, people are going to be buying more water, but when people buy more water in general, it doesn't hurt to go with a just straight water. And I think they're doing a lot of things, revolutionary things with the water. The first part says the Alkaline Water Company. Um, a producer of bottled water, flavored infused waters, and CBD infused products sold under brand names Alkaline 88 and 888 and 888 CBD. Respectively, today announced a brand refresh for its flagship product, Alkaline 88. The company's new label design preserved the original look, the color consumers know and trust, and highlighted the brand's benefits. The new look will support the launch into traditional marketing channels over the new fiscal year. So, I think it's fantastic. I think, they even have CBD infused water. I think, they have a good business model and they have a product that everybody's going to need forever. Water is never not going to be a necessity in people's lives. Um, and for you all who stayed, I got a bonus, number four stock, and it's a repeat from last week. And I'm going to say it's ticker sign ASTC for Astrotech Corporation. Now, last week I said this stock's going to be doing pretty good, and it did pretty well. Kind of had a lull, but it broke back out towards the end of the week. Um, Moving average 50 is $1.96. Moving average 200 is $2.20, and it ended the week at $3.41, which is still above both its moving average 50 and moving average 200. So, you know, I still think it's a good notable mention to be on the radar. And if you guys missed the video from last week, I'll go back into some press release of why I originally chose it to be on the list last week. So basically, they design a product that detects lung disease, but it also detects um, if people have the Roni. So the same technology they're using to detect lung disease, are going to detect to see if people have Roni, um, which to me, and it's a breath test, which to me is very revolutionary in the sense of like you literally just do a breath test and you could tell if you have the Roni. Now, if people have seen, how the other tests are administered, there's I think there's like a blood test, and then there's a test where like they basically go in and poke your brain. Um, a breath test to me is like the simplest test that you could have. Um, and you just breathe on something, almost like a breathalyzer or something like of that nature, and you basically can tell if you have the Roni or not. So, you know, I think it's fantastic, and I would really like to see this technology, catch on and see actual applications of this worldwide or in the field being tested. So that's why I put them back on the list. I think they're fantastic technology, and I think it's a really good product. It's called the Breath Test 1000, um, and I think it's gonna be revolutionized. Basically, if even after the situation, because it's not just testing for Roni, it's testing for lung disease. And lung disease is something that people have even before the whole Rona situation happened. But I think this kind of was expedited by that process. Anyways, it's been another review. Make sure you smash that subscribe button down below, like, comment, share. Good luck trading to you all out there. Make sure you go check out my Patreon page and become a member. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.